everyone, it's your girl Chiquis, and you've reached the voicemail box for Dear Chiquis. I'm here to give you advice on anything and everything you need help with. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're having issues with your family. Or maybe you need help figuring out how to balance your checkbook. Or how to start a business. Whatever the case is, I want to hear from you. Remember, these are my thoughts and opinions, and if you're suffering from an issue or hardship, you should seek help from a qualified professional. All right, now go ahead and leave your question at the sound of the beep.
Hello, Chiquis. Oh my God, I love you so much, girl. I met you in your Los Angeles concert. I remember I sat on top of you, girl. Oh my God, I know, I'm sorry. So you've been an inspiration for me for years now. And I'm in the process of doing music as well. Funny enough, you inspired the name of my new album. I'm going to name it King B. And I just want to know, how is it for you doing Abeja Reina? How is it like, the process, the ideas? How did it all come together?
Ooh, Alexis. Well, thank you for going to my concert, first of all. I don't remember you being on top of me or anyone. I don't know. But either way, I'm sure we had a good time, and I hope you had a great time at my concert. I love the name for your album, King B. Love that for you. So you know what? I am very traditional. We live in a world that everything is like singles. I like to complete things, which is why it's so important for me to have a complete album. And what I do usually is I think of a concept, and now you have your concept. You have King B. So what does that mean to you, right? Like, what does that name do to your heart and to your soul every time you say it out loud? That's what I did with Abeja Reina. It wasn't a thing for me. It's like, okay, I'm a freaking queen, F everybody. No, it was like, how can I inspire people through my story, through my music? And I want to tell a story, which is why I have an intro in the album, and I have interludes, and I have an outro, because that's what's going to complete it. I love just completing things. So there has to be a beginning, an end, and in the middle. So that's why that album is so like that. And I feel like every album here on out is going to be like that. And that's what I would just suggest, like, okay, asking yourself, okay, how do I feel? What makes me feel like a king bee? What is a king bee? How can I inspire other people through this name? It's like having a mission behind everything you do is so important, not just doing it to do it. Like, yeah, you like music and great, but why are you gonna record the songs that you're recording? Can you defend them? Have you lived that? Do you feel it? Can you make other people feel it? You know what I mean? Like, all that is so important. Like, I just don't sing songs to sing songs. Even like certain words that don't make me feel comfortable and have more of like a negative connotation, I remove it and I change it for something positive. I'm just I believe in the power of tongue and like what I say and what I speak and what I sing. I feel like I'm manifesting at the same time. So just keep all that in mind and just know what is the core value in this album when you're doing it. And when you do that and you do it from a place of love and it comes from the heart, it reaches the heart. So I hope that helps. I cannot wait to hear it, to hear your album. Go on, King B, do your thing, do your thing. Alrighty, guys, our next question comes from Alexandra.
Hey, Chiquis. Just needed some maybe encouragement or words that could help me help my son just cope with the mourning of his father that passed away about 2 years ago. But at times, he said he feels very angry, upset, and sometimes I'm just lost in words of what to tell him or what to say to encourage him and, keep him going through the right track, because he's a great kid.
Oh, Alexandra, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's so tough, especially on boys when they lose their dad. It's just, I saw it with Johnny, my brother, when he lost his dad. And, a boy needs his dad, and especially if they lose them to a passing. So I totally get it. And I think, me, I am all about therapy, and the 5 stages of grief are very real. It takes some of us a little longer. And even though it's been 2 years, it's just, even my mom passed away, almost 11 years ago. And still there are days when I am like, what the F is happening? Like, how did this happen? How is this my life? But what has helped me so much is understanding those 5 stages of grief. And I think maybe buying him a book. I don't know how old he is, but buying him a book on that so he doesn't feel that he's all alone, you know what I mean, in this pain. It's going to take some time and prayer. And I think just for him to know that he has you and that he has your support will definitely help. And if you can, some therapy is just wonderful. Some counseling, some life coaching, something to just help him que se desahogue, to just release all these feelings and these thoughts that he has so that it doesn't become resentment to life, to just everything that happened, you know? I am definitely praying for both of you and just tell him, he probably, I don't know if he knows who I am, but just tell him I know what he's feeling. I understand, and I'm sending him a big hug, and he's not alone in this pain. So I wish I can hug him, like seriously, and just tell him everything is going to be okay, but it's going to take some time. Just be patient and remind him how much he's loved and that he has you and that God is on his side and that his dad is an angel watching over him, and to have peace because he's no longer suffering. That is what gives me peace, is knowing that my mom is in a better place. She's not suffering here in this world. Te mando un abrazote. I send you guys lots of love, light and love. So thank you, Alexandra. I hope that helps. Okay, guys, so we have another question, and it comes from an anonymous listener. Okay, let's see.
Hello, Chiquis. I just want to know what's your thought are on couples therapy. Do you think it works? Even if you're not married, what is your thought on couples therapy?
Ooh, I love therapy. I wish I knew your name, but it's okay. Don't worry. You guys, if you can say your name, please say your name. If you want to just keep it a secret, I get it. But anyways, I love therapy. Huge advocate, always and forever. I've been doing therapy since I was 12 years old. It's been the best thing in my life. I go on and off. But anyways, couples therapy, whether you're married or you're not, if this is a person you want to be with, you want a future with, I highly recommend it. I feel we all need therapy. And I think sometimes we need a middle person in a relationship that's going to help us see things in a different way. Because I feel like when we're arguing with our partner, you sometimes don't want to agree with them. It's just no, I'm going to go against you because I just don't want to agree with you. But when someone else is in the middle and is mediating and is telling you, hey, try seeing it this way, it just changes your perspective, and it just helps to have someone to say, hey, even to your partner, if they're not doing something right, it's wait, try listening to her, to him. This is what they're trying to say. Hearing it from someone else always helps. So I think we all of us need therapy individually and as couples and even friends. I just think it's the best thing. And it's a good way of just releasing emotions and thoughts and the whole thing. So that is my take on couples therapy. I say go for it, try it. And it'll probably take a little bit to find the person that you guys feel comfortable with. And sometimes men don't want women therapists. So you got to kind of figure that out too. That's another thing. It'll take a little bit of time to find the perfect match. So be patient. Or maybe you'll just find the perfect match right away. I don't know. But thank you for your question. And I hope you try it if that's what you're thinking. Okay. Okay, guys. So our last question comes from AJ.
Dear Chiquis, I'm going through a process of chemotherapy. I got diagnosed with cancer, lymphoma cancer, and I find it difficult to get back to life and start all over again. What's your best advice?
Hi, AJ. I am so sorry. First of all, I'm so sorry that you are going through this right now. But I do appreciate you taking the time and having that will to live and to feel better, because you're asking me a question and you want to know, and I'm going to give you the best advice I possibly can. First of all, I love that you said Dear Chiquis. I thought it was so cute. You're like, Dear Chiquis. I love it. So thank you. But look, God has you here for a reason. Bottom line. And I don't know if you believe in God or if you believe in a higher power or whatever. I'm a woman of faith, and I'm not trying to put my faith on you or anything like that. But a higher power definitely has you here. And yes, something is happening in your body. Something is invading it. But God has you here for a reason. And I think holding on to that thought and saying, okay, I'm going to live in the best way I possibly can for as many days as the world, as the universe is going to have me here. I'm going to live it in the best way I can. I'm going to love. I'm going to do my best to give back. I think when you find that purpose of, yes, you're going through something difficult, but also stepping out of yourself and saying, how can I help someone else? It just makes you feel better. How can I make someone else smile? And that's the advice I can give you. I'm pretty sure your body's going through pain, and I wish I could take it all away. I really do. But I also know the power in making others feel good. And I think that maybe that will give you the will to keep living and to live the best life that you possibly can while you're here. and just be at peace with that, like knowing that I did all of this. Or, you know what? Look, miracles. I believe in miracles. I really do. And something could just happen and you can heal your body. And I don't know. I want to I'm sending you like right now a big hug filled with energy and healing energy and love and peace and joy. And may you have the will to live the best life that you possibly can, because you deserve it. You deserve it. And AJ, thank you for your question. And I want to hear from you again. Okay, I really do. I hope that helped. Okay. Well, guys, this does it for this week's episode of Dear Chiquis. Thank you so much for your questions. If you need help sorting through any issue, I'd love to hear about it. Leave your questions at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. And be sure to come back next Wednesday for another episode and for more advice. Okay. Besitos. Los quiero mucho. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, and check us out on YouTube.